right, man, let's talk about some information I got. So for the most part, I keep telling y'all how Stephen Espinoza is trying to kind of like cut Al out and get some and keep the boxing program with Showtime because his ass on the line. Now, like I said, it's up for you to choose if these rumors are true. Was Espinoza in on it, or was Al just getting over completely? I think they worked together previously on HBO together. I could be wrong. But that's up to y'all to figure it out. I mean, if it quack like a duck, walk like a duck, waddle like a duck, must be a duck. That's how I look at it till proven otherwise. So, but yeah, like I said, he trying to get some more programming in there. You notice they really stepped up the boxing content. The basketball content on Showtime. And Rachel Nichols has been added to Showtime basketball. They got the basketball documentary, which I still ain't seen it, about the point guards in New York City. Yeah, I still ain't seen it, but nonetheless, they really trying to step up the program, the other programming. So he trying to keep boxing programming going, which even if they did do Showbox and stepped up the amount of Showbox, the programming, the ratings probably would be better. They own this freeway this week. That's why I've been doing the speed limit, my guy. They just pulled somebody up. Oh no, they didn't. Yeah, they did. That's why I'm doing the speed limit. They got these speed radars now. Michigan stepping it up like it's Georgia. You drive through Georgia, dude, I'd be scared to do over the speed limit in Georgia. 1 mile per hour over. Send your ass a ticket with the quickness. We starting to get them joints around here. So people don't care. They get their ticket and keep it moving. But so yeah. So I heard they really want to do the McGregor fight. They really trying to do Jake Paul and Canelo. They trying to do Jake Paul and McGregor and Floyd Mayweather and McGregor. Now I don't know in what combination that is. I find it funny too, because Eddie Hearn said, somebody sent me something that Eddie Hearn said Canelo, ain't gonna do outside a 3-fight deal with them. So he go top ranked fight better Biev. I don't think that's wise. He go fight Benavidez and shut some people's mouth up. He go fight, Caleb Plant again, Jamal Charlo, and maybe he like just keeping that flexibility, right? And I think keep your options open. I think he signed that long-term deal with DAZN. Wasn't a good business deal on his half. His stock went up. Because really, especially with Anthony Joshua losing, his stock go all the way up. So, obviously, he's going to probably want to jump around. And too bad Eddie Hearn, and Al Haymon relationship ain't fluid like that where, if he signed to one side, they both can break bread together. But we all know in boxing, all these dudes is just selfish. And they want to keep the money to themselves. But, nonetheless, so yeah, I don't know what order they want to make it, but check this out. So pretty much what they, the reason why Conor McGregor kind of like playing off Mayweather rematch. Check this out. Allegedly, he made, I think they said he made $80 million fighting Floyd Mayweather. I say allegedly. They said Dana White took $45 million. So he trying to wait till his UFC contract up, get in there with Mayweather, keep all the money to himself this time. So, at the end of the day, if that is true, then, he healing from that leg injury too. So he waiting. And I heard he got a sweet deal over there. Now, they hit a bigger star, but apparently it's going to happen. Apparently, it's, I don't know what the future is, but it's supposed to happen. So it's either, Mayweather going to fight Pacquiao, and I guess maybe Jake Paul and McGregor. And then the winners might fight each other, or losers might fight each other as well too. Also, they trying to do Jake Paul and Canelo, so I don't know how interested Canelo would, but Canelo did change his tune to Jake Paul from it being a clown show to being like he kind of switched it up. So, Espinoza trying to work around Al. Even with Floyd. I told y'all when Floyd go do them exhibitions, he cut Al out the game and LB. He negotiated a deal with the little UK, the brother from the UK. He probably pay him a nice little fee, because word on the street is, Al Haymon, keeping all his money. He hold it, reinvest it allegedly, collect interest on it, then pay it out straight without the interest and keep the interest. So, like I said before, man, it's just stuff that if it's true, it's true. This saying what the word around the water cooler is rumors, reportedly, allegedly. So I mean, but yeah, so Espinoza trying to, trying to set the Lego blocks up for him to be successful. For him to be successful without Al Haymon. And like I said, I mean, somebody showed the picture of the Fondor fight, which I don't have no ambitions on watching it, with Ocampo. And it showed that there was a lot of empty seats, and somebody asked, why did it fail? And man, that got to be a rhetorical question. Got to be. Only why Al Haymon brings some value to Showtime outside of Floyd, is he got grandfather names in from Golden Boy and HBO. That's it. Them dudes grandfathered in, so they, enough people that, boxing population, it was shrinking, but it still was a nice size. If they, they still gonna tune in for Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying? If Amir Khan pop his head in there, I mean, they still gonna pop in for, a couple of them dudes. So that's just something that, people gotta understand. And once that, and now, Floyd Mayweather then created a culture of not transferring fan bases, not passing the torch. You know what I'm saying? And it's very rare that you get a self-made, especially black fighter, a self-made superstar. Unless he got African descent or something like that, dude. It's hard. In the basketball, you see it all the fucking time. A lot of dudes come out of high school, they already stars, especially with NIL deals. Shout out to Bronny James. They come out of college, they already stars, but they got so many eyes on them. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for the NFL. They wear helmets, but shit, people, they still, people know them coming out of high school. They bigger than the majority of boxers. So, especially with the NIL deals. So that's something you got to think about too. And then there's no Olympics and no more Olympics, Olympics in the box, and no more boxing in the Olympics until they clean up the corruption. Then they talking about transferring over to the sanction bill bodies and clearing that shit up. I love to see that. I cover that shit every day. There's gonna be a lot of furniture moving for that. Trust me, there's gonna be a lot of furniture moving for that. So. But yeah, Espinoza trying to, sound like he obviously trying to save his job. He obviously trying to save his job and do something else. If I was him, man, I would just step up the NFL and basketball programming. Honestly, that's what he should do. Just do ShowBox and, you only need a few good fighters. You get a ShowBox, you get 12 ShowBox dates, one a month. You get Jake Paul, you get Floyd fighting twice a year. You get Jake Paul fighting twice a year. You get some MMA guys in there, you mix them up. Get about 6 to 8 really good fighters. You know what I'm saying? Get about 6 to 8 really good fighters. You know what I'm saying? And do ShowBox, you know what I'm saying? If you find a star, then you sign that and put them in that rotation. And you fill your boxing schedule with that. Then, you know what I'm saying? Everything else is the 6 to 8 fighters you got that's going, I guess, fighting on premium pay-per-view. And you fill the rest of that with basketball, football content, SEC content, or something like that. So, there got to be something to that variety. In my opinion, there got to be something to that variety. So, but yeah, so they pretty much ready for McGregor. So I don't know how long it's gonna take McGregor to get out that contract. What I'm hearing is true, but what I can say is it sound like Espinoza trying to cut Al out the game, and all they want Al to do is to put a couple good more fights a year on free TV on regular Showtime, and he refusing to make good fights. And people are like, well, why you don't like Al? I shouldn't even have to say a word, dude. His actions speak for itself. Literally, his actions speak for itself. He'd rather not have his fighters fighting and fighting the best out there, right? He'd rather not having his fighters fighting the best, fighting and being active and making a living and fighting the best. He'd rather have them niggas on the pine. But then, so like I said before, they've been asking him to conform and put on better shit. He don't want to do it. So now he gonna try to, fill that programming. Well, he just, remember, he not just the whatever the vice president, whatever he is over boxing. He over the whole sports thing. He a smart businessman. He'll figure it out. But what I find, kind of lacking in some business dudes is, common sense. Sometimes they just don't have the elusive common sense. So I'm not sure exactly, if he got the common sense, he'd be all right. But yeah, he trying to fill that shit in. So I mean, and part of that deal with Al Haymon kind of, being able to put his fights back on PBC and all of them back on Showtime is Mayweather coming back and fighting. So when Mayweather say him and Al won, yeah, as long as he can throw punches and take punches, because people gonna keep seeing him. So like I said before, him and Al, Al need him. But 50 Cent was trying to show him like, hey, yo, if you do this, you do that, you good. And, I mean, when you got somebody that took you from what, $2, $3, $4 million paydays to, 50 and 100 and 300, 400, $1 million payday, took you all the way to that. I mean, why would you leave a winning situation? Like I said, everybody is not a boss. Everybody doesn't, matter of fact, everybody doesn't have an entrepreneurship mindset. 50 Cent is an entrepreneur. We cut this nigga out. We keep all the money. You do this, that, and the third. That's not Floyd is not a boss. Floyd don't make those critical decisions. He don't have that mindset. He's a worker. He's a hard worker. He's great at boxing. When it comes to training, when it comes to doing boss shit, when it comes to punching business decisions and understanding how quarters work, understanding, market value, retail, and all that type of shit. He ain't no fucking business. That ain't him. And that's fine and dandy. Nobody's the perfect man. Nobody. 50 Cent is that nigga, as far as, man, shoot, he understands business. And most former, I hate to put this out here, most former drug dealers will be Fortune 500 fucking bosses. They translate great to the business world once they understand you gotta leave that violence out of there. Their translation is great. They said Rayful Edmonds would have been it was a genius when it came to numbers. He ain't write shit down. They railroaded Rayful. So most of them dudes are geniuses, but that's just all I wanted to say, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.